Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammed Asim. I'm working as DevOps engineer. Today I'm going to show you guys how you can set up the transit gateway in AWS through my Terraform code. And one thing I need to tell you that this will help you to understand the concept with regard to the transit gateway because in 2020 the VPC peering is, according to me, is pretty much deprecated, and you should be using the transit gateway instead of using the VPC peering because as far as the VPC peering is concerned, it is not scalable. I mean, if your organization scales, it is quite a bit tough to manage the VPC peered connections. So, with regard to the concept of transit gateway, there are many videos you can watch on YouTube, and there are very good stuff provided by the people with regard to the concept as far as the transit gateway is concerned. But my video is different in a way, and you guys are completely aware that I give you a code not just for for your development and production environment, but also for understanding. So by using that Terraform code, you will be able to easily understand by deploying this code in your dev environment. So your concepts are going to be more clear because I am sort of person who loves to do theory, but along with theory, if there is no hands-on work done as a DevOps, so this is for no use. So DevOps is pretty much combination of theory and hands-on work. So for that, I usually try to automate most of the stuff as much as I can. So, and also I bring that code for you guys in my public repositories. So today I'm going to show you how you can automate the transit gateway. So for the lab creations, we are going to set up the labs, and there are going to be two VPCs in US East 1, and which is the Virginia region, and I'm going to set up the two VPCs in the Ohio region, which is, I guess, let me show you that, I guess US West, US East 2. So this is the plan. And one thing with regard to that, I'm going to show you that as I told you that in US East 1 there are going to be two VPCs. So I'm going to show you how you can communicate between two VPCs in the same region, and also we are going to communicate in the Ohio region, and we are going to communicate the two in between the two VPCs, but in the same region in Ohio. But in the next step, what I'm going to show you that we are going to communicate the cross region. So in 2020, AWS launched the service with regard to the transit gateway that you can now peer the transit gateway between, I guess, in multiple region, and the regions are, the number of regions are going to be 11, I guess. So you can look for that as well. So let's begin. We are going to start our session, and this is just for the introduction that the plan we are going to execute. So that's why I take your time. So what I have done that I have uploaded the code VPC TGW. So you simply, what you have to do, simply navigate to this repository and download this. So it would be easier to deploy the code and understand the code. So simply what we are going to do is to download this code and execute it. By executing this code, let me show you the code as well. I'm going to extract it. The lab environment, or you can say your dev environment, is going to be automatically created. So, as per discussion, let me show you the code as well. First of all, I'm going to remove the stuff. So, I'm going to open the code which we are going to deploy. So, you have to follow the same steps as I'm doing right now. So, let me show you. This is the VPC TGW for Transit Gateway. So, I'm going to select the, let me select the VPC TGW, that would be fine. So I'll show you the both environments. Let me show you the dev one environment. In dev one environment, we are going to set up, as I told you, two VPCs, VPC1 and VPC2. VPC1, the CIDR range of VPC1 is going to be 10.11.0.0/16, and the it is going to communicate with the TGW route CIDR. I gave this hard-coded value for the another region, and the another region CIDR is 192.168.0.0/16. What this value is gonna do is this value is gonna add routes in your route table with regard to that particular VPC, and rest of the this setting is 100% automated. And let me show you that. Also, we are going to set up one transit gateway in our US East 1 region, which is the Virginia region. So this is the code. Everything is pretty much automated. And similarly, we are going to launch one EC2 instance. And with that particular EC2 instance, I will get a public IP. I'm going to SSH into this public EC2 instance, and then I'm trying to ping the EC2 instance, which is going to be launched in my other VPC, and that EC2 instance is going to be launched in the private subnet. And of course, the CIDR range of this particular EC2 instance is going to be 192.168, this CIDR range. So I'm going to show you first by deploying this. Let me navigate to this directory. Simply you can, if you are using Windows or Linux, process is going to be same, or even you can use the Mac OS. So nothing is gonna be different for the Mac. So I'm gonna navigate to this particular directory, and then press tab, navigate to version 12, and then I'm going to say VPC plus TGW. And you see we have environment folder, and I'm going to simply navigate to dev1. So we have dev1 and dev3 environment. So I'm as I told you that I've navigate to the dev environment one. In dev environment one, we have two VPCs in the same region, US East 1. Similarly, we in dev environment 3, we have two VPCs in the same region, and the region is going to be Ohio. So as I'm showing you everything, I'm also explaining why I'm doing this. So let me also initialize the code while I'm giving you theory with regard to this lab understanding. Similar steps you have to follow. I'm going to initialize, and this will download the relevant plugins. Okay, so I have a little network issue. So what I'm gonna do, let me also connect to other network. I'm going to simply initialize and apply the Terraform command, and that will do the required setting. So I'll be back in a moment with you guys. So guys, what I have done is that I have connected to different network. I was having some network issue. So what is gonna do that it is gonna initialize the Terraform, and it is gonna download the relevant plugin, and I'm going to simply apply the Terraform command. So while this happens, let me show you that what is going to be happen in the background, and let me show you that as well. So this will take a little while, but till then I'm gonna pause the video and I will be back in few moments with you guys. So guys, all the relevant plugins are downloaded. So I'm gonna simply let me show you the files, and I'm going to simply use the command terraform apply dash auto approve. So this will simply uh, trigger our code, and it will not prompt us for the input as far as the yes is concerned. So simply the resources are going to be set up for our lab in our Virginia region, and these are going to be two VPCs. So let me simply refresh it, and I'm going to show you that VPC start creating the count changes from 1 to 3, and I'm going to show you the transit gateway creation in our Virginia region. So you see our transit gateway is in pending state, and later on you will see the transit gateway attachment with regard to this particular VPC, and the two VPCs are automatically going to be attached with this transit gateway. And let me show you those two VPCs as well. And on the other hand, one EC2 instance, in fact, two EC2 instances are going to be launched in the same region, but in the separate VPCs. As you see, this VPC is launched in with the public IP in the US East 1 region, but the VPC is, you see, VPC ID is different. It is Dev VPC, and the other is going to be Home VPC. And let me show you that this is the home, which I'm calling this Home VPC, and it has no public IP attached. The reason of attaching the public IP is that I'm going to SSH into this particular EC2 instance, and I'm trying to ping this EC2 instance. This is the CIDR private IP of this instance, and I'm gonna ping this guy with this range. So let me do the SSH part. So as far as the key, I also provided you the key, so you can use the same key. If you navigate to this particular directory which we have downloaded, navigate to TGW modules in secrets, you will find a key for this particular EC2 instance. So let me open the terminal and I'm going to do the SSH part. And also once the code is deployed, let me show you that I put my public IP, but as my IP, is dynamic, so it is going to be rotated away. So you can change your IP, put your IP in the security group. Let me show you the security group as well. This was actually my public IP at that time when I set up this. So anyway, instead of manually doing this, uh, okay, it says the TG. Okay, the key pair are already exist. So guys, this is not an error. In fact, I have manually created these key pair and that's why it's showing. So you will let me show you that as well. You will not find this error because let me also remove those and show you that uh, because some of the menu stuff. Okay, you have to navigate to the key pair section, and that would be easier for you to identify. So this is the key pair I already have in my Virginia region, and I'm gonna delete those, and I'm gonna execute my code. So I have no key pair in my region. So let me try to use that particular command again. Terraform apply auto approve. So now it will find that there are no key pair, as the key pair are the resources which is global to the region. So this time hopefully it will not prompt us any error or not gonna tell us that these two key pairs are already exist. So it is going to create two more resources, and we will be able to see those key pairs as EC2 instance are launched. It might delete those. So anyway, I have to show you that you can use that, and let me simply refresh it. So you see no error this time, and this is the key pair I'm going to use for the SSH, and I'm going to copy the public IP address, and I'm going to manually change the public IP address. So I highly recommend to use that in your environment for the security reason, and I'm also allowing ICMP packet from anywhere. So I'm going to save this, and let me try to SSH into this instance. I'm gonna use the SSH-I and transit gateway EC2-user user. So press yes. Okay, one mistake I have done. EC2. So guys, as you see, I'm logged in. I wanna try to ping the IP address. I'm not gonna do the SSH. I wanna simply show you the communication because definitely it's gonna take too much time. So let me show you that should I able to ping that particular EC2 instance in the other VPC in the same region as we have set up our transit gateway. You see guys, I'm able to ping that particular EC2 instance, and let me show you that how it is done. And this is the IP address, and I'm logged in with this IP address. So you see ranges are different, and I'm gonna show you the routes which are automatically updated. And first of all, let me show you the transit gateway which is set up. Navigate to your VPC section and navigate to the transit gateway. Okay, there you go. So let me refresh this, and you will see this is available and transit gateway attachment. So it is going to you know automatically attach the two VPCs. One, as I have told you, that is dev, and other is home. So both are automatically attached, and the routes with regard to the same region are automatically propagated. You see two VPCs in the same region. So you see propagation is done. So in routes section, you see these two VPCs. One has the route, one has a CIDR range 1011.00/16, and other has 192.168.0.0/16. So this part is done, and I'm going to also show you that. Let me open another tab and navigate to VPC, and what in the background has done. Also, you should try this code in your environment, and this will give you a better understanding what is done in the background. So this is gonna be a easy learning for you guys. So simply navigate to route tables. Okay, and I'm gonna select one VPC. Let's call this dev one with dev, and I'm gonna show you that the public routes of this particular VPC. So you see guys, TGW is attached, and this is the local route of this VPC. So this is automatically done, and if I navigate to the private route, so TGW is already attached, and TGW is also attached with the private route table. So also I'm going to show you the other VPC, which is a home dev, and the CIDR range of this is 192.168 uh, 00/16. You see. So it has also done this uh, route table entry, and attached routes are added to for the transit gateway. So this part is done. What I'm gonna do next, I already show you that we are able to communicate between two EC2 instances in two separate VPCs in the same region. So now I'm gonna do. Let me show you that. I'm gonna navigate to my dev3 folder, and so simply I have to initialize first because it will download the relevant plugin in that folder, and once all this done, we are going to use the same command uh, for this VPC. So what in the meanwhile I'm gonna do is to show you guys. I'm gonna navigate to my Ohio region. So this is the Virginia region. This is the one Virginia region, and I'm gonna open the Ohio region now. So I will navigate to the VPC section here, and what is gonna do here, it is gonna do the same stuff which we have already done in for our US East 1 region, Virginia region. So you see this is the Ohio region, and if I navigate to VPC, there are no VPC available, and I'm gonna also open another tab and navigate to the EC2 section. So definitely, first of all, it will download the relevant plugins uh, for this region, or this is a demo I'm showing you how you can do that, or simply you can navigate to your directory, and those plugins are already downloaded in your dev1 environment. Let me show you that you can do simple copy paste to that. If you navigate to this .terraform folder has the relevant modules and plugins, so you can do that as well. So, but the best practice is that simply initialize, and it will simply download the relevant plugins into that folder. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pause the video till then. I will be back, let it download, and I'm gonna use the Terraform apply command then once these plugins are downloaded. So guys, the relevant plugins are downloaded, and I'm gonna use the same command terraform apply dash dash auto dash improve. So what it does, it, as I told you, is gonna set up the same environment but with different CIDR ranges. One thing with regard to the transit gateway, you should be very careful that your IP, private IP, should not be overlapping. Overlapping means that it should not have same CIDR range, like 10.10.0/16, and if you have 10.10 uh, in the other region, it's gonna do conflict, and VPC are not able to communicate because of the overlapping IPs. So you have to keep this in mind. So as this is the lab, and it will give you, I guess, more understanding definitely than the other by just watching theories, an hour of theories along with the practical and relevant hands-on experience helps in learning. So let me refresh and check whether we are able to set up uh, in the Ohio region. Oh, sorry. That is the that code is gonna be set up on the North California region. Let me show you the code as well. So we should shift it to North California region. So initially I've set up 3 region, but I thought it is going to be difficult for you guys because of too many regions. So we have our routes set up, and we have home VPC and dev VPC, and these are the side ranges. And the 2 EC2 instances are launched in this particular North California region. And let me navigate to the transit gateway, and one transit gateway is going to be created here. So what I'm gonna do first of all SSH into this particular instance with the public IP, and let's see whether I'm able to ping the other EC2 instance with the different, side range. 3030 is the one in this particular VPC, and 3031 is going to be our target. So I've copied the IP address, and I'm gonna launch another terminal, and I'm going to SSH. And also I need to definitely allow my IP address because as I told you, best practice is that you should even uh, continue to practice even your dev environment that uh, your IP are not gonna be wide open. So sometimes I do, do that, but the best thing for making yourself used to is that you should be try to practice that security should be tied. So this is nowadays the highest requirement that you should be able to always practice the high security. So I'm gonna try to SSH into that particular EC2 instance, and I'm gonna copy the public IP address, and I'm gonna use the same key pair transit uh, gateway. So yes, I'm in, and I wanna try to ping the IP address of EC2 instance, which is set up in the same region but in the different VPC. So you see, guys, I'm able to ping that particular IP address. Now, two steps we have completed with regard to the transit gateway. We are able to access the two VPCs in the same region, but now the next step is going to be I show you a little bit menu stuff how you can able to communicate with two different regions. So I'm looking to communicate with North California to US East one. So uh, definitely I will navigate to my transit gateway, which is deployed in the North Virginia region, and I'm gonna navigate to my transit gateway in the North California region. So let me navigate and show you that how it is going to be done. So simply I'm gonna navigate to this and click the transit gateway attachment, navigate to transit gateway ID, and this is the ID which I'm gonna select. I'm gonna select it. So I'm doing this stuff manually to give you understanding. Although this portion can be automated as well, but uh, with this you will not be able to understand what is the actual logic with the transit gateway. So it is pretty simple actually. What I'm gonna do this time, by automation, we have set up the VPC in the same region. Now I'm gonna select the VPC peering. So in the tag, I'm gonna use the tag let me give the tag North California. So that would be easier for you guys to understand as well. So North California, and the region is going to be North California. Okay. So if you navigate to this, it will tell you that you have to put the transit gateway acceptor ID. So we have already set up automatically through Terraform the uh, transit gateway in the North California region. Simply copy this ID and navigate to this part and put this ID, Control V. So I'm gonna create attachment. What is gonna do? It is gonna send the request. This is the US East 1 region. It is gonna send the request to the US to the North California region, which is US West 1. So I'm gonna navigate to this portion and then navigate to this portion. Okay. So transit gateway attachment. So you see now everything is refreshed. I have a peering request from US East one. So if I click on this one, you see the state is initiating request. So if I right click on here or simply click on here, I mean currently it's not showing us anything. So request is completed. In a few moments, we have to accept this request from US East 1 region. So let me navigate to this, and you see state is pending acceptance. So let me also refresh this part, and I'm gonna see I've right clicked it, and now I have to accept this request. So I've accept this request, and you see this is the North California region. I'm gonna say this is US US East 1. I'm gonna call this initiator. Initiator might be spelling initiator. Okay. So this is US one is the initiator, and I'm gonna simply edit this one. I'm gonna call this acceptor. So this will give you a clear understanding. So guys, this part is done, but it is not we are not able to communicate between two regions now. You see, this is the 10.11 one, and this one is 30.30. We have to do some more work for the communication. Let me show you that what it is actually. So if you go navigate to the transit gateway attachment, so you see our VPC are already attached and propagated, and you see association with regard to the VPCs are automatically done. So if you navigate to the routes, these are also propagated. You see, the resource type is VPC, which means in the same region, it is going to show you resource VPC. But we want to communicate now with the other region. So I have to add these route, and these routes are going to be of this VPC. Let me open the VPC so that would be easier for you to understand. And also we can use the EC2 instance as well. So the CIDR range is going to be 30.30, and let me show you from VPC section. Navigate to North California. So you will see the two VPCs here. One with the CIDR range 30.30. You see, and this is the one. I have to simply copy this, or you can do the manually import this route here, and I'm gonna say choose the target group TGW, and TGW is going to be first of all it is going to be for your uh, home VPC, and I'm gonna select that. And it will show in a few moments. So you see, this route is added, um, and, and the type, let me show you that. And the type, you see, is changing, change from propagated to static. So this route has been added. So also I'm gonna copy the another one. So it seems little bit confusing when do first time. So but we have done the most of the automation in this transit gateway as well. So I'm going to create one another route table, or I'm gonna add another one. So uh, what I'm gonna do also, okay, I've done little mistake in past, so I have to select this TGW because it is the acceptor. Uh, I have to use that one. So I'm gonna remove that particular previous route. So you see, this is the main difference as far as I want to show you guys. It's now saying the peering connection. So lots of people do mistake here. So the mistake I have done here is that it's saying VPC, but we need a peering connection. So simply I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna delete this because I have to recreate it. And when you just refresh it, you will see it will take a while for deletion, so don't worry. See, it's gone now. So I'm going to create one more route. I'm going to call this range. I'm going to select the acceptor, which is the TGW transit gateway, and I'm going to add this. You see, we have two peering connection for TGW, and definitely we have set up the peering for transit gateway, because with the help of that we are able to communicate with other region of the world. So but this is not finished. Simply navigate to your routes table, and I'm gonna add a route uh, to that particular region. So I'm gonna first copy this one, 30 to 30, and I'm gonna select the uh, TGW transit gateway. Okay, so this is the one, and I'm gonna paste same stuff here, but definitely I'm gonna change the route to 3031, and I'm gonna select the transit gateway here. So save it. You see, I'm doing all the stuff in the North Virginia region. So I've provided public routes. I've edited the public route tables, and I'm in the US East one. So I'm gonna do the same stuff. I'm gonna add one more route, and I'm gonna add one more route. I'm gonna change this to 3031. So simply in simple language, you are just providing this guy or these cider ranges to here. So just let them aware these are the routes. So you see, I'm going to save it. So just for my private route 2, I'm gonna do the same stuff. Select transit gateway, and also I'm gonna use 3031. So, as far as the US East one is concerned, we are done with it. So now I'm gonna show you um, that you see this is a peering connection. So navigate through the routes and simply navigate to the routes tab. Create route for this VPC for this region actually. And the first route is going to be 10.11.11 VPC, and attachment is going to be the initiator, you see TGW. So add that, and I'm going to also create a route 192.168.0.0/16, and I'm going to attach it with the TGW, and we should be able to see two peering connection in our route section. So as I told you, simply refresh it and wait it. So you see two peering connection are available now. Now I have to navigate to the route table and also update the route section. So select the VPC. First of all, I'm gonna give route in this VPC. Okay, just simply navigate to this. Edit the route section. Add route 10.11.11.0.0/16. Select transit gateway from here. Also add another route which is of 192.168. Just to update you again that we are giving the routes of the other region, and we are selecting the transit gateway, just like we do in the peering section. Okay, so also I have to update this 10.11.0.0/16. Okay, if you done any mistake, okay, now that's fine. So I just wanna double check that it should not be any typo here. Okay, 192.168.0, and I'm gonna select this range, and I'm gonna select the transit gateway. One thing I forget again, also if I navigate to my route table in this VP section, I've selected the VPC, dev VPC, and let me show you that. In past, we have updated our different VPC. In fact, second VPC, we have added the route. So I forget to add the route into the dev VPC. You see, we have no routes. These are routes which are automatically done with the Terraform code, but we are looking to communicate with the cross-region VPCs and able to communicate with the cross-region resources. So those routes are going to be 30.30 and /16 and 30.31. So just to update you again, or I'm repeating myself, but these ranges should not be overlapping, otherwise there will be no communication. So also I'm gonna update here, and I'm gonna add route 30.30. Guys, this video might be detailed, but this will give you a clear understanding that how the VPC peering or transit gateway works. So you just have to simply download the code and apply it, and your concepts with regard to the transit gateways are going to be really cleared, and you will be able to communicate across region, and create your wide network all across the world. So 30 or 31, simply transit gateway and transit gateway again. So save these, and I'm going to go back to my North California region. You see, um, I've selected the other VPC, and now I have to also update these routes here. So, okay, these are updated. Let me check. Okay, these are updated, and these are also not updated. So I'm going to update these. So add these routes of the other region 10.11, 16, and 192.168. Size the range of that other initiator region. So I'm gonna select transit gateway. So this part is done, but I have to check it one more time. I have to select other VPC and able to check. You see, this is not done, so I'm gonna add routes here as well, and these are routes. These are going to be these, and I'm gonna say 192.168. Select the transit gateway, save it, and I'm gonna also edit the routes, and I'm gonna provide the IDs, side ranges of the other region. So 192.168. Select the transit gateway, save it, and I guess this is the last one. So I have to provide the range, side range. So this is the range, and this is the last one we are updating for our demo. Transit gateway, transit gateway. So hopefully we will be able to communicate between two regions. So let me first open the two terminals and show you guys. Now guys, if there is a mistake, let me tell you that there is going to be no communication. But let's try to first ping this IP 30.31.20. Let me ping, put ping here. Okay, my session is broken. Okay, I have to access it again, and instead of using these terminal, I'm gonna use MobileXM, and that's going to be a bit easier to manage and understand. So let me show you that. Okay, I'm going to SSH into that particular EC2 instance, or simply I'm gonna open the session, and I'm gonna call this EC2-user, and I'm going to simply copy the public IP address uh, in the US East one, and this is the one I'm going to copy. Oh, sorry, I have to provide the keys as well. Um, I have forgot it. So it's quite late. I'm really tired as well. So I go navigate to advanced and simply provide the transit gateway key as well. Uh, Come on. Still forget to provide the IP address EC2-user, and this is the IP, and navigate to advanced and provide the transit gateway. So hopefully I'm able to access this time. Might be my IP is rotated. This could be the reason of SSH. So this is also a good troubleshooting practice in front of you, that you should be able to resolve this issue if you face in your DevOps cloud environment. So how to check it? Simply and call it my IP. So IP is not changed. So if I save it, it will say you have not made any changes. So I have to, or other thing is might be your EC2 dash your internet connectivity issue. Okay, I'm going to call this private key transit gateway, and the IP I'm going to use. So you see guys, I'm able to log in. I wanna ping the IP address of this region, which is the North California. In fact, I've logged into this 206.1. Okay, so from here I can also ping the IP address of this. Simply copy the address and let's try to ping. You see guys, I'm able to ping the other region, and this is my IP address 30.3120, and I'm able to ping this guy, and also I'm gonna try to ping this uh, IP address. Let me call ping, and so you see there is a communication. So you see I'm able to ping the other guy as well. So what I'm gonna do also, you see, we are able to communicate with the two VPCs in the separate region. So I'm gonna open one another session, and it is going to be with the IP address of this North Virginia, and I'm going to copy the public IP address of this EC2 instance and try to ping the other side, which is the North California EC2-user. So simply use the transit gateway and try to access. So I'm able to log in now. Copy the IP address from the other side, which is going to be your North California region, and the VPC, you see the side range is different. So let me try to ping. You see I'm able to communicate with that particular EC2 instance. So my IP address is 10.11.1.65, the private IP. Let me show you that as well. So this is the private IP. I'm able to communicate with this VPC. I'm gonna try to communicate with the other VPC in the different region. Simply, I'm gonna copy the IP address and let's try to ping. So you can do testing with regard to this. So guys, our test is completed. We are able to communicate uh, successfully within the same region between two VPCs, and also we are this is the detailed demo I showed you, that we are able to communicate with the multiple VPCs in the different regions. So hopefully you like this video. If you like this video, please like and share and subscribe my channel and share it as well. Terraform code is available for you guys, so please like, share, and subscribe, and press the bell icon for my latest and updated videos. Thank you. Have a nice day.